All right, we are back, and it's still Crossfire with Dakbo and Ishoma. As you could see, I came live with smiles on my face, and that's because in spite and despite the heavy rain, I have my guests in the studio. We have our guests in the studio, and it would be very nice to just quickly let you meet them. First on the list is a barrister, is a political analyst, a social commentator, and is very, very good at what he does. Let's meet Barrister Julius AYOOLA.
You're very welcome.
This is your cap. I think it's towards 2019.
Is this a rainmaking cap? I mean, your attire today
is for 2019. All right, welcome. We have another gentleman in the studio with us, and it's a political analyst, and is a chartered accountant too. And so these are people who actually give us details and information about how very well the APC government has not fared, especially in disbursing of money, spending of money, and the likes of them. Anyway, he strongly disagree with the fact that the APC government probably is doing that. Let's meet ALESTA, WILCOX.
Thank you. That could look so different, you know. Man, I want to be like him when I grow up. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, gentlemen, we have business to do, and I think we should just go ahead and just do that. There are so many things happening at the same time, and it borders around how progressive or how much of progress this country is making, you know, towards the change we voted for, or peradventure, a deviation or a total a paradigm shift away from what they promised and what they have done and what they have not done. But we are looking for a better Nigeria. So on the show, we try to keep our personal interest, you know, aside, and we speak passionately, you know, on the goings on. What exactly is the situation of things in the country? And we have a very interesting topic we want to look at, and that is the position of the judiciary, especially you know, their position and their involvement in the fight, you know, against corruption, especially the anti-graft war launched by the Buhari-led administration. How well has the judiciary fared? There's been a lot of controversies. The judiciary are saying no credible cases are being brought to court. So we have no other option but to throw them out. Meanwhile, the anti-graft agencies are saying that we have done our bit, we have done our investigation, we have evidence for the court to convince, because the anti-graft agency cannot convict anybody. But the truth is that the court seems to be very docile and very, you know, uncooperative in terms of, you know, carrying out, you know, judgment on some of these issues. And to date, they have about 334 cases pending in the court you know, unattended to. And this is really very mind-boggling. Is it that the judiciary is frustrating the effort of the Buhari-led government in their anti-graft war, or the anti-graft war are just not, I mean, the agencies are probably not just doing a good job? Maybe the investigation is very shoddy, and the justice system is such that it is better for you to acquaint someone than to convict an innocent person. You know, so I am of the opinion that, I mean, this is one of the things Nigerians really want to know what is happening. What is happening in the judiciary? Barrister AYOOLA, I need to ask you that, because it's not that I cannot throw that question to ALESTA, but I mean, you as a lawyer, just give us a position. Do you think we are where we should be, you know, in the court system in Nigeria?
The court system in Nigeria, that I must tell, is very fine. Okay, the problem with Nigeria is with the anti-graft agencies. Like I told you some times ago when I came on this show, no court worth its salt will just convict people because there is media sensation. Like I've told you before now, our anti-graft agencies are not doing what they are supposed to do. They are not doing decent investigation. And when you don't have decent investigation, you end up having nothing in your file to present before the court. The court, no matter how much you cry blue murder, will not convict someone unless there are evidence. I mean, there's evidence to support whatever offense you have charged anybody for, okay? Because when you look at all their cases, are you not surprised that they hardly get to trial? They hardly get to, you know, being dispensed with meritoriously. most of their cases are thrown away with no case submission. As lawyers, when we file no case submission, what we are saying to the court is that there is no reason for the defendant, that is the supposed corrupt person, to open his defense because the prosecution has not even established that there's an offense in the first place. Okay. Okay. Sometimes they will tell you somebody is being charged with conspiracy to steal, then stealing and other offenses. Then the question is, the person who is charged is the only person charged. Can he conspire with himself? You cannot charge someone, for instance, with an offense of conspiracy where there are no other people involved in that offense. Sure. They will tell you, and others at large. Who are the others at large? You don't know. That does not mean there is no corruption in Nigeria, or those people who are giving no case submission or who are discharged may not be corrupt, supposedly. What the court is just trying to say is that, look, these laws are not just enacted today. These courts are not established. They have been here well over 50 years. Okay? In terms of our criminal law since 1904 has been there, the criminal code. The EFCC Act, ICPC Act, these are very recent laws. Now, these laws are not designed because we want to make sure this person escape, punishment. It means you are the one. The investigator has the privilege to ensure that before it goes to the press, it has enough evidence to convict an offender. I'll give you a very beautiful scenario. Nowhere in the world you will see people go out for sting operations and they make so much arrest, and in the end, the cases are falling apart. You go arrest, they went to raid the judges. I don't like to use the word raid. They went to raid the judges' residencies. They had to pull down walls. They had to even, show us different currencies. And at the end of the day, you ask yourself, by now, somebody should be in jail. But today, nobody is in jail.
But if that's not happening,
don't you think it is because it is still part of the judiciary?
What I'm trying to
extrajudicial matters.
Lawyers,
it's not judiciary now.
Judges have been raided.
It's not judiciary now. What I'm saying is that even the judges themselves will not be excused from punishment if they are found culpable. What I'm saying is that do not take the cases that you don't have evidence to the press. You are not in a hurry to convict anybody. What they are doing now is that we have to please His Excellency to show that we are fighting corruption. You have to do what is right. If you don't do what is right, it's unfortunate criminals will go away in Nigeria.
Okay, let's take another side to it. What do you think? Do you think the anti-graft agencies are doing enough to get convictions, for, alleged criminals or people who are involved in economic and financial crimes?
I want to thank my co...
because you are not both learned colleagues. You were almost going to say my learned colleague.
I'm educated,
yeah,
he's learned. No, but the truth of the matter is, it's only in Nigeria that, everyone has been saying it, EFCC does a shoddy job. They are not doing, to tell EFCC what they should be doing. Nobody has ever told EFCC what else they should have done. They have not done. They have a document. What I'm saying is, everybody keeps saying, oh, EFCC comes to court with a shoddy investigation. Now tell them the real investigation. Nobody has ever come and said, this is what EFCC should have done that they didn't do. And so in Nigeria, you get this nonsense. Now, I disagree that most of the cases we are thrown away on no case submission. Most of the cases are stalled by
court proceedings.
By the lawyers. Because when you will
EFCC lawyers or
the accused lawyers.
Okay.
Now, when you will be charged with stealing 1 billion naira, for instance, you are prepared to keep 300 million. Hire 25 sons, and with an attachment of about 50 lawyers. And when you get to court, you discover that you have more defense counsels than the entire court put together. And then you come with frivolities, such as, instead of saying in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you said of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that matter will go to Supreme Court. So what really is happening is not because EFCC is not doing a good job, but because we have allowed our system to be so used in the name of due process, in the name of it is better for 1,000 accused to go than one man, for than one innocent man to be set. That is under that stupid, I'll call it stupid on air, premise. Why do I say that? Because the lawyers have not buy in into this problem. Because they are the biggest beneficiary of the corruption of Nigeria. Now, somebody...
Why did you say that?
Yes, somebody takes the pain to go and steal. A governor manage his book, package everything, steal billions of naira. The lawyer sits in his chamber and is called to come and defend you.
Yeah.
And then we know fire.
He tells you, of their alleged stolen fund.
Wait, you know,
I'm going to get this percentage.
This one is in the public.
Yeah.
Fayose and Ozokeme.
Yes.
200 million.
Correct.
Ozokeme did not.
Is it a crime to have 400 million?
It's not a crime to have 500 million.
So what are you saying?
It's not a crime to have 1 billion. What I'm saying is, you benefit from the corrupt act of somebody. Now, he did the job. I mean, corruption is not an easy job. Correct. He did the job, packaged all the papers. I mean, the accused. Okay. He did all the job, packaged all the papers, do all the bad things, hide the money. He was discovered. The lawyer sits there in his chamber and they call you and he gets 200 million from that loot. Because of course, the man will not go and print 200 million to give you now. And so for a man to go and hire 5 cents, 10 cents, they're not coming there. They're not coming there pro bono. They're not coming there pro. I'm coming, sir. They're not coming there pro bono. They are coming because there is motivation, and then you will now use 3 months. What do you call it? The defense in Saraki's case used 3 months to cross-examine PW1 of the EFCC. So 3 months. And then you ask questions that even a child that in other crimes, you dare not try it, if not, you will go to jail. Look at what happened to Ibori and his lawyers in London. The mere fact that you raise issues that they consider irrelevant to the case. His lawyer was in jail. That's not the reason. Ibori, I'm coming, sir. Ibori was charged for 172 count charge in Nigeria. And in no case submission, threw all of them away. Now, what exactly is your position? 5 counts in London. 5 counts in London. 5 counts in London. The same evidence, the same papers, the same evidence. He seems to want to puncture your arguments. That he pled guilty. I need to clear, because the claims are different. I need to clear an impression. And that impression is a very terrible impression that most Nigerians have against lawyers. There's a conspiracy against lawyers in Nigeria. I don't think so. Now, you think there is one? There are wonderful lawyers. Good lawyers. How come we have more defense lawyers than prosecutors? There are conspiracy against lawyers in Nigeria as aiding and abetting corruption. Okay. Let me start from where you stopped, the Ibori case. Yeah. Now, in other jurisdictions, what do? Before they go arrest an accused person, they will have gathered the evidence. When he's arrested, they will show him the evidence. Look at this on the 17th of so and so, see where you are. Look at this in 2006, see what you have done. Look at so person. We have invited your friend, he gave us statement, look at what he said. Now, that is intelligent investigation. Good. When the defendant's lawyer is invited over, they will ask him, do you want a lawyer or you want to get your lawyer? When his lawyer comes around, he will look at the evidence against his client. And we'll tell him, let's not waste time, let's plead guilty. That is another crime. Another crime, yes. It's a bad case. It's a very bad case. Very, very well. Let's plead guilty so that we can get lesser punishment. Exactly. But in Nigeria, they will look at that boy. It's a criminal. Where is it? That guy is driving. Who bought it for him? How much is salary? Okay. He goes to arrest him. Having arrested that boy, he begins to slap him and beat him. Arrest the wife. Okay, write something. What did you do? Very lame and lazy investigation. I'm coming. I'm going for that. I'm coming for that. Hold on. The street. You need to hold on. You need to hold on. You need to hold on. That's not true. I'm going somewhere. Let me land. Yes, please. Go ahead. Even the high-profile suspects, high-profile corruption cases are dealt with the same way. Not quite. They bring in the politician who is very rich and tell, chief, where you do on 17th of this and so. But they just slap and beat them. I mean, it means that you want to investigate a man through what he's telling you. You don't have your own facts. Then when the lawyers come in, Nigerian lawyers are not different from lawyers all over the world. And that's how EFCC operates. What did they do? What did they do? That's how EFCC operates. I'm coming. That's how EFCC operates. I'll give you my information. I'll give you my information. That is if it is you that call. If it is you. If it is you. It's the same thing. It is what you write and statement that they use against you. Let me conclude. Let me conclude. They got that to the Yahoo boys, not to Saraki. Let me conclude. Now, our law, the law of our country, the constitution of our country, is not made because of Saraki or made because of any one of us. Yeah. Gives an accused person the right to defend himself with as many lawyers as possible. Bringing 40 lawyers shouldn't be a problem for
prosecution has done a tidy job.
Yes.
In fact, in most cases, it is the prosecution in our cases that will be asking for adjournment to amend charges, adjournment to the fight over bail. In decent jurisdictions, there is no reason why the federal government will be stalling bail, because the bail is a temporary release.
Yeah.
You should be saying, my lord, we are not opposing the bail application, but in the interim, we'll be asking for a date for trial. Okay. And by the new law in Nigeria says criminal trials should be done every day.
Yes.
Unless the court otherwise direct. So what kind of country are we living in where you charge somebody for a serious offense and you are the one coming to court to ask for adjournment over amendment of charges?
Yes,
please.
Why does the anti-graft agency, why do they arrest people before they start investigation?
No way. It is not in all cases.
Almost all cases. Almost all cases.
The one they don't arrest. Look at the pension case.
Let me
The pension case, they charge the pension guy under a law that is funny. I mean,
look.
They give option of fine.
I am not.
They arrest before investigation.
I am not giving at the fact that because of our level of sophistication, our level of funding, and everything, there is handicap in the anti-graft agencies, even in the police. Now, I want to debunk
the same thing for the judiciary.
I want to debunk what my brother said. He said when they bring you, they will show you and you admit. That is if you are in the UK. In Nigeria, Farouk Lawan, $10 case. It's very clear to everybody.
He's dead.
Phone discussion. I'm coming.
There's a recent one of the senator.
I'm good.
Yeah,
phone discussion. Who doesn't know Farouk Lawan's voice? Who doesn't know $10 voice? The thing was brought to Zekome, his counsel. Someone said, this is never the voice of Farouk Lawan. This is Pamplamotious Gragukakum. Destroy it with consent.
That's Zekome for you.
Zekome.
Mike, yes.
I'm coming. Which is his right to do. So what I'm telling you, my brother, if in Nigeria, they show you everything, I'll give you 2 instances, everything. The lawyer will tell you,
Is the lawyer the judge?
So it goes to trial.
Is the lawyer the judge? They don't show anything.
He said defense.
They don't show you anything. The lawyer is not the judge. How do you know the voice is that of Farouk Lawan?
I see now.
How would you know unless you are brought an expert?
Did you know that the man was there?
Let me tell you something.
Exactly.
Because the man cannot afford to waste the prosecutors on court time. He will accept. But in Nigeria, you can afford to waste the cost.
That's not true.
You can I have a case in court.
Look, I have a case
You
where
can afford to
the
waste the
police
cost
charged
time.
somebody for armed robbery. They charged the guy with armed robbery.
Yes.
When we got to the court, the judge was forced to ask at the level of preliminary inquisition.
Yes.
Any ammunition recovered? Say, my lord, no ammunition. Okay. What's the charge again? Armed robbery. How do you charge a man with armed robbery? I'm coming.
You don't have any
ammunition
I see have a case.
as part of your exhibit.
Yes, I know. That is to the common man.
No, you have given that lawyer a
That's
chance.
to the common man.
What is it about
You
the
have
common man?
what is common man?
Trying to say there is a cause for the common man.
He knows.
There is a cause for the common man, and there's another
there
cause
is
for...
a justice for the common man.
Oh, okay.
There is a. It's only at the rich man
That's not
that you
true.
do not have evidence.
That's not true.
And the common man, so long as you steal goat, and the goat has been killed.
Tell me a common man that will punish this country unjustifiably.
The bone part of
The bone is enough to...
Tell me one common man that has been convicted in this country unjustifiably. Just tell me one.
The person who stole Aregbesol's phone in Osun
State.
Stealing is
Where was
an
the phone?
offense.
Where was the phone?
Stealing is an offense.
The phone was
Stealing
not
is
tendered.
an offense, yes.
So because he's a poor man, he should be allowed to go.
The phone was not tendered. In evidence.
As an evidence
So
in
long
court.
as it was Aregbesol's phone.
LCB need not be tendered if the accused person had been there during the offense. If he said I stole a phone, where is the phone? I can't find it.
And it cannot be beaten to say such. And it cannot be beaten to say such. And you know that police always torture the common man to admit. I have cases of that. I'm coming. Let me just do another case now. Fani Kayode versus EFCC.
Yes.
Justice Ajimogobia and Odekome is his lawyer.
Yes.
Upon that, the police tendered what they call a bank statement. How the money moved from the Ministry of Justice account to was withdrawn by cash and moved into Fani Kayode's account. Do you know what the judge held? That computer-generated evidence
is not tenable.
It's not tenable in court, and therefore that case was thrown away.
That's not true.
What happened?
It is in the
It's
public.
everywhere
Please.
in the
It's in the
public
public.
space. Yeah.
That's
So,
what-
What
It's in the
happened?
public. It's not.
You should not read.
let's take a position.
You
I
cannot
know this
tender.
case.
You
Hold
cannot
on,
tender
Alexa, hold on,
a computer
okay.
generated evidence without certificate. It's just. It's
Oh,
it's our law.
Are you saying it now?
It's
Okay,
our
let Tony come
law.
on, man.
Okay, we'll
Is
go
that
on a
law
short
from?
break.
Where's
When
the law
we- when
from?
we
It's our
come back,
law.
we'll
It's our law.
We'll talk more about this. We'll be right back after this.
But
Sorry.
at the end
Please,
of
what
the day,
are?
And how do you bring... Anyway, we are back, and thanks for staying with us. It's still Crossfire with Dakwani Shoma. Now, Barrister, I have a question for you. The process, the court proceedings in Nigeria seems to always get stalled. Sometimes people blame it on the anti-graft agency not having credible cases. But most of the time, we have found out that the court proceedings and the court processes too seems to create a lot of bottleneck for people who deserve judgment to get one, people who deserve justice to get another. Now, but the point is, what exactly stalls cases in the court?
Look, there are a lot of things that can stall a case. Number one, for criminal cases, when you bring the accused person under a wrong law,
Okay.
when you bring under a wrong law, it means that the court does not have jurisdiction because the law is no longer criminal, no longer poignancy and legal. You don't punish a man unless there's a law specifying the punishment for that offense. So when you bring him under federal law, they'll say federal law, number one, and that law does not exist. It can be typographical error, I know. But the point is that you don't expect the judge or the lawyer to keep quiet. It's a defense lawyer.
Judgment or justice
It's a defense
on
lawyer.
the premise of a law
So
that does not exist.
you will see the lawyer bringing a preliminary objection that if this offense does not exist in law, this court cannot try it. It's very elementary. That's one. Two, you bring in too many charges. You have an accused person that ordinarily a one-count charge can give him 30 years or 40 years imprisonment. Then you have 120 count charges.
Why do lawyers do that?
It's not lawyers.
No, I'm even talking about normal cases. There are cases not going through the anti-graft agencies.
I will tell you why they bring all these charges, okay? And you have 100 charges. It is because those who control our anti-graft agencies are politicians. Our anti-graft, they don't do any work. They don't even know which money is moving from which place to another place. They get called every now and then. Dapo, that man has moved 1 billion. We are going to arrest him. Now, because they are prompted, they also prompt them to put the charges, put 120 before we battle this 120, we'll have finished election. There is no inner will on the part of those who enforce our laws to do their job. You don't see them, maybe FBI will just be, FBI is monitoring everybody. They don't have to get called. They know what is going on. Exactly. In Nigeria, money moves freely in our banks. Thank God the acting president said it the other day, that look, it's high time the bank became culpable. Yeah. Money moves freely. EFC does not know. FBI, DSS does not know.
Sanctioning this.
So when this money moves freely, they need to get a call from one other politician who has not been given his own share properly to say, look, money has moved. Now, money having moved, you expect him to track the money properly. Who are the beneficiaries? He won't do any of those.
What was he moved for?
Where is the man's address? Number 14, Ikoyi Street. Okay, will they go there? The next thing is they just go and arrest. When they arrest the man, where is the money? That means they are even relying on the man to tell them where the money is. Whereas in
beef up their evidence.
In other jurisdictions, they will say, look at this money. On the 17th of so and so, you move this money. Or this money hit your account. Can you tell us from what transaction? They don't do any of those. And you want the judge, you want the, even the judge.
I do not totally agree with you.
You have to agree.
I do not totally agree with you.
I don't think.
Based on experience, I have come to find out that the bank statement just appeared at the EFCC office.
Yes.
Your bank statement.
Yes.
From any bank that you have opened it.
Yes.
It just appears and they tell you on the so day 13 million naira moved into your account from this man. What is it for?
Exactly.
Look, what is it for? They don't even take permission from you for your bank statement to appear at the EFCC.
Most of this money, when they are moved, okay, they are moved through corporate account in most cases. You expect a decent investigation, not to be in a hurry, to say this company is a computer company. This money came from Ministry of Agric to computer company.
What, are you buying chicken are you using computerized chicken?
What is the connection? You take time. You build up the... In this case, it don't just start today. Look, They built it over the years.
That's true.
You will build the case over the years. If another government comes in, you continue.
Let me say
but in Nigeria, the person that determines who goes to jail for politicians is the political elite. If you move from one party to another, your case is dropped. Then you ask yourself, does it mean that the people working in the anti-graft agencies, they don't have inner will to
not
say,
even will.
To say, I will charge you.
No.
If I don't charge you, have you ever seen anybody resigning in our anti-graft agency? I'm going to resign because I'm not giving a free hand in this case. Then when they go to court and get a no case submission, nobody is queried. That means you don't argue at all.
Now, the anti-graft agencies, ALESTA, they seems to have a legal department.
Yes.
Every evidence is gathered and garnered during an investigation is submitted to them to prepare a proper case.
Yes.
Now, having a legal team within the anti-graft agency, how come cases are still not well prosecuted?
Lack of job security. Most of the workers, most of the policemen drafted to EFCC are lawyers. Most of the people that work in EFCC at certain level are lawyers. So what my brother is saying, I don't think it's completely correct that they do not investigate.
Not in all cases. I'm just saying generally. It can't be in all cases. They are fantastic.
The fact that they are even lawyers, they are police and they are lawyers.
Yes, they
so first of all, they have the responsibility of being able to carry out a successful investigation.
Yeah.
And then at the same time looking at the legal
aspect of it. Yes, it's not every case you take to court. I agree. It's not every case you take to court that you win. Not every case, because that is why I have defense lawyers. Defense lawyer is supposed to look for loopholes. Even if you commit murder today and there's even a weapon and there was no fingerprint analysis to justify that it was you
that you actually
that carried it.
Yes.
And then or there was no analysis of the bullet that killed the man.
There's no autopsy.
To know that
we don't do any autopsy.
So
all those things from that. So
Yeah.
all those things are part of what a defense lawyer can use to kill a case. I agree. That is when you are doing your job as a defense lawyer. Not when you are doing your job as a destroyer of case or why not a case.
Give me one example, please.
So they are all there.
We have a lot of examples.
No, I can't give you one. I'm not supposed to say this on air, but I have a case in a court.
Yes.
Industrial case.
Yes.
For a whole 1 year, 2015 to 2017 March, the defense was supposed to open their case. I finished my case. The defense was supposed to open their case.
Yes.
I finished my case in June 2015. They were supposed to open their case. For 4 adjournments, the man will send a letter. I'm sick. I just started vomiting this morning. I couldn't get to court.
And it will be accepted.
Oh, he's right.
4 times, you said?
4 times.
Well, I don't agree with you.
My brother. My brother. I cannot give it
for any reason.
My brother.
Is the industrial court in Nigeria functional?
My brother.
But they are not the best in Nigeria.
My brother.
They will serve you at all costs.
My brother.
If you fight today, they will serve you tomorrow.
My brother. My brother.
They are very efficient.
My brother, when we finish this case, when we finish this TV, was it on air? I will give you my lawyer's number.
Okay.
I'll give everybody involved.
Please change your
We'll talk about it. No, he's not my lawyer. He's not my lawyer.
He wants you to
You
change. You need another lawyer. Okay,
let me tell you this.
Your lawyer can close the case.
Let me tell you the reasons.
Let your lawyer inform the court that adjournments are not frivolously given.
Let me tell you.
You cannot write letter 4 times to the court.
Let me tell you
asking for adjournment. It is not true. Your lawyer is not telling the truth. It can never happen in Nigeria.
And I'm not in court.
I'm telling you that no lawyer will write letter 4 times.
Can we go back to the crux of the discussion?
This is what the lawyers will always tell you. But of course, if he is also the defense lawyer, he will write 5 times. Because they don't have a case.
It's not
you are asking why a case has stalled.
Yes.
Because the defense lawyers don't have a case, and they cannot advise their clients.
And it's only in Lagos.
And they cannot advise,
for your information,
advise their clients.
These cases you are talking about being stalled.
Yes.
It's only in
cannot
Lagos,
advise their clients to
Abuja,
say, this case is so.
Port Harcourt.
And the excuse lawyers give is because you have a lot of cases.
A lot of cases. They will tell you,
there's another aspect.
my lord, I have a Supreme Court case, and a Court of Appeal case. Of course, Court of Appeal take precedence over a lower court.
Yeah.
And so what would the judge do? Oh, my lord, the man was sick. He just wake up and he's vomiting and
okay, let's narrow down to a few examples. Let's narrow down to what is happening.
Those things are part of the problem that delays justice in Nigeria, because the defense, most of the defense lawyers, have no case that they don't want to either lose case from
I have a question for you.
Hold on. I have a
question for you.
True
Justice Ademola,
Yes.
evidence against him in court.
Yes.
No, they will say it's not enough.
No, evidence against him in court. Recently, there was a release that he cannot preside over any cases in the court. What's your take on the position of the court on Justice Ademola now?
Now, you see, I'll be a bit jurisprudential.
Okay.
Law as law, Justice Ademola is competent. At the risk of being, discussing this part because pending at the appeal level, at the risk of subjudice, Justice Ademola is competent, law as law, to sit on cases having been cleared by NJC. After our law says a man is innocent until proven guilty.
Exactly.
Now, he's in a way innocent, even though an appeal is pending. NJC have cleared him. They are the body set up to deal with judicial officers. Having gone through their files, they felt, look, this guy can't just be here. The cases are taking too long to get done. Here is an order of the court discharging him. Let him go back to his work. That is law as law. What about law and morality? That's why I said the last time that judges are not special. These judges are ordinary people. They are not ordinary. Judges
are supernatural?
They are superhuman beings.
Okay.
Not in the sense of human rights.
Okay.
Because judges hold they hold the power of life and death. So when you deal with them with caution and with all seriousness. Now, for the sake of morality, I wouldn't want him to sit. Because if a litigant has his case in his court, already he has a biased mind. This is that judge that was arrested at that time. That was accused of corruption.
How much so, the man never give money?
How will I be sure now that this case here now will not be bad? That kind of sentiment should not be in the mind of anybody approaching the court.
Can you please pause on that?
Just hold on. Let's pick Samson's call from... hello, Samson.
Yes.
How is Warri today?
Good morning.
Well, fine. Good morning, everybody.
All right. Go ahead and talk to us, Samson.
Fine. Good. If you can check very well, I think we have been saying this for a very long time. You see, all these lawyers and judges, they think, let me tell you, your paper is just like Bible and Quran. Since when I was age 9, I know the Constitution. Let me tell you, your court is the most easiest thing somebody can just sit down and read at home and pass unlike chemistry, physics, and every other one. Now, you people always tell us that never be a judge in your case. Now, who appointed all those judges? I don't know, the same NJC. Now, when they are being found guilty, you people to the NJC. At the end of the day, they said no case. What are we talking about? That's why you see all those politicians, they have hijacked all these things. Somebody that have some 3 billion, 400 and something billion in an account. You have money to acquire best SAN. That's why most politicians will tell you that was made in court. I think it is our father's land. That was made in court. And you as a common man, you don't have money to hire SAN. That's why Chief Obasanjo can say, go and hire Ogologo. This EFCC have money to hire Ogologo lawyer. You see, this is another thing that you have to look inward. Please, you lawyer, please amend a lot of things. And that man has said, I had a case too, being adjourned for the past 4 years. Not only you. If you want to see that we scan into...
Samson, where is this case? Which jurisdiction? Samson, which case? Where is this case?
All right, Samson, thank you.
All right, Samson is gone. All right, that would have just helped us to probably narrow down something.
Let me just clear that idea I was discussing about. So, morality-wise, these judges should not have been recalled.
Okay.
I'm speaking morality-wise now.
Same with Ajumogobe.
Yeah, all of them should not have been recalled because they should just be advised to just go and retire, resign honorably. We'll pay you all your money.
Will that not make it look like they actually committed the crime?
That's what I'm saying, morality. That, look, this case gathers so much noise and so much...
Which could also affect their credibility.
And your credibility may be in doubt if
your
you
integrity is even already in doubt.
We are giving you the option to resign. But if that line is told, that means there are people who are mischief makers in our country who would say to get to that judge, let's just make corruption noise.
Isn't that
so
isn't that applicable?
If he's investigated, in the end, they will tell him, on morality, go and resign.
But Julius, isn't that applicable in advanced crimes?
It can never happen.
No, but if
in another way, you can even resign because of
what's the difference?
In advanced crime, you will not even be arrested and be going back. As you are arrested, you are sure that you are going to jail. There is no... A federal judge, once they arrest you, everything is in the book. You are going. You already know.
Theresa May would likely resign by
But
tomorrow.
in Nigeria,
if he didn't get the majority that she had before that election,
that's the law.
she might resign tomorrow.
It's the law.
Aside the law, aside the law, aside
the law, do you know why people don't resign in Nigeria?
Morality and integrity.
Integrity.
People don't resign in Nigeria because, like I told you,
because there is something to eat. There's something to eat in there.
There is no job security. Even the lawyer in the FCC, sometimes, I'm not saying this authoritatively, they can get called. Look, that case, just buy time, buy time. If you say you don't want to buy time, okay, you live in Lagos, okay. Then you just see a transfer on your desk, you are moved to Maiduguri, and you are in Lagos. So, lack of job security. Yeah. In advanced countries, people work and do it diligently because they are sure that no matter what turns out, my job is secured.
Okay,
but the job of the FBI director was not secured. He was fired.
Okay.
So that's an appointment.
EFCC seems to be more active when they want to prosecute cases of people who steal 1 million naira.
Yes.
2.5 million naira. But for people who steal 200 million, 300 million, there's always a delay.
They don't have a lawyer.
They don't have a lawyer. Let's take this call. Hello, Osas. Good morning, Osas.
Good morning, gentlemen.
All right, great to have you on the show. Let's listen to you.
Yes, my contribution is this. You see the other man is to tell him to look up. Mr. Man, you see, all what you have been arguing with that lawyer sitting nearby you, close by, I'm not a lawyer. All are false. Let's...
Osas.
Osas, thank you for your contribution.
Osas, please call us back. You didn't finish. Kindly call us back. We'll be very happy to hear. All right, so how come that you have cases of people, young men, who probably did one small transaction or a neighbor? You know, you borrow money from your neighbor and maybe you lost your job in the process and you've not been able to pay back. He reports you to EFCC or a landlord says a young man who has a young family did not pay rent for about 2 years and then you go and report to EFCC and they get prosecution almost immediately.
Exactly.
But for people high-profile cases,
because
it goes on like forever.
Not my brother Julius. The likes of my brother Julius will not come for such cases.
Oh, okay. I go and I win.
I said my brother.
I go and win there because why?
I didn't say Julius.
From what you said, how can you say Julius? How can EFCC be involved in
number one
civil cases?
I'm coming, sir.
People go there to write petitions. Somebody is owing me money. EFCC will come in. That means they don't know their mandate. They are not debt recovery agents.
Yes, I know.
Lawyers win them on that case.
Of course.
Why would EFCC be taking undertaking that you are owing this man 10 million and you will pay him back the 10 million? I will tell my client, sign the undertaking that you will pay back.
They cannot force you.
He won't pay back. I will wait for you to come to court and tender that paper, that undertaking. You will now tell the court whether you are set up to recover debt.
No, see, what I'm saying is, EFCC prosecutes bank fraud. They prosecute Yahoo. That's part of their mandate. Leave the one of landlord.
Financial crimes.
Now, if EFCC catches you with code number...
And it's actually economic and financial crime.
Of course. They catch you with a code and all this, which the police do all the time. Yeah. Of course, when you come to court, how much is in your account? How much have you been made out of that money? 100,000, 200,000, 1 million. Which lawyer will come to court and be wasting his time for 1 million naira? He will take the money. He will take the money. But he will come to court and say, okay, just plead guilty. Okay, I'm going to settle now.
A charge and bail.
But I tell you, when you steal 10 billion, you will get to Bologbo lawyers. Let me not mention names.
Don't say Bologbo lawyers. I won't take that. I have an exception to you saying Bologbo lawyers. The word Bologbo is for a man with roguish personality.
Okay,
don't say Bologbo lawyer.
Okay, let me, sorry. I was borrowing the president's word.
Which president?
The former president,
yes.
EFCC are not winning cases because they don't have a Bologbo lawyer.
That's not true. Now, because they are not doing the right thing. They are too much in a haste.
No.
They are too much in a haste. You must do intelligence before you go prosecute.
Let me say
it took you 3 months. 3 months to want to cross-examine one witness. And you said it because you go every day. I think the judge will sit down there.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
The case of the Saraki, first witness. What's the man's name? Whiskat.
So indirectly,
that was the first witness.
Don't forget that.
That was enough to have convicted. To have brought a conviction and kill that case.
Let me tell you something.
Whiskat I'm coming. Whiskat's testimony was clear. precise and concise. Now you begin to twist it. Look at this paper.
Yeah.
Did you do this on Tuesday? You take adjournment, my lawless adjournment.
That's
you come
the
at this
beauty
day.
of cross-examination.
You go,
You
3
can-
months,
you
one.
can- you can
Okay, hold
ask
on, Alesta.
as
Hold
many-
on,
It is not
Alesta.
correct. It's not correct. If you go to industrial court, they won't give you more than 30 minutes to
It's
present.
because they will, it's not
Industrial
true.
court,
It's not
Let-
true.
let me say that.
Look, I'm a witness.
It's
to-
not
I
true.
am
I'm a lawyer.
I
You're
have
not a
a
lawyer.
case
Why are you
in
saying what is
industrial
not
court.
true?
You are not a lawyer.
Okay.
He is
I
a
tell you,
lawyer.
I've been to industrial court since 2014.
You may not know what they are. Are you learning?
I said,
you don't even know what they do
are
there.
not
30 minutes.
You are not a land.
You don't even know what they do.
Let us-
All you go there, you just go there and sit down. You don't even know what they do. I'll say in that
Mr.
place.
Lester.
Dakbo, we have a program tomorrow.
Answer that
Monday,
question. Are you
let
learned?
us go to Nigerian Industrial Court.
Answer that
And
question.
see any
Are you
trial.
learned?
The
Are
judge
you
will tell
learned?
you not more than 30 minutes.
Let's
Okay.
quickly take Mr.
Not more than
Julius'
30
position.
minutes.
Mr. Julius.
If there are about 40 cases in court, why should your lawyer spend 1
Okay,
hour
and
addressing
then
the
if
court?
there are not
At
30 cases in court,
even
and
by
then
law,
take
you
3
have
months.
20 minutes to address the court.
And it takes 3 months to
I've
interview
told
one
you
person
that-
because it's a big
You
man.
they
can
have
cross,
more
you
time
can
because the defense was
cross-examine
not there.
any person for as long as your
But if you go to
questions are
other court,
relevant.
they will give you
Which other
30
court?
minutes.
It's not true.
Nigerian Industrial
no,
Court.
no court
Nigerian
can force you
Industrial
to
Court.
conclude your
Nigerian
cross-examination
Industrial
when you are
Court.
not
Let
done.
us go there tomorrow on Monday.
Okay,
and
gentlemen,
find out and confirm and come back and tell you.
gentlemen.
Let's bring in more facts here.
Yeah.
We have Ishama, we have a classical case of a Boko Haram, a guy
Very good.
who committed, treason, who was charged
We are
for
not
treason.
sure.
He was charged, for treason, and we have some people who accompanied. They were charged for accompanying treason,
Yes.
and one of them have been in prison for 7 years.
Okay.
Convicted. Yeah, convicted.
Not Boko Haram. Those
yes.
it was a
bomb. It was a
bomb blast of 2010.
Of 2010.
Yes.
One of them convicted
For accessories.
access
to the fact,
and then the main guy who was meant to be charged for committing the main crime has been discharged and acquitted. Let's take Osas call. Hello, Osas.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Osas.
Please, it's me. I call again. The line cut off there.
Yeah, please talk to Mr. ALESTA.
Talk to me, Osas.
See, Mr. Alex, are you there to talk about the Nigerian Constitution or you are there to talk about your personal issue?
Oh, okay. I mean, because we have a couple of issues you brought up. Okay, just go ahead with your question.
Mr. Osas, let the lawyer, I think he was trained for this job. They are all trained. He will not come here to take side with anybody. I'm not saying the lawyer are good, but let the lawyer put us through because we are running a democracy. We are not running a one-man show here.
Okay.
This is Nigeria.
All right, point made, Osas.
I
Thank
disagree
you.
with you completely.
Okay.
I disagree with you, but that's your opinion. I consider your opinion.
Now, we have just a minute on the show, and we need to go. Who is winning here? The anti-graft
You raised the
agencies?
issue on that Boko Haram.
Yes,
guy.
exactly.
We have insufficient time to talk about that. So
Yeah.
maybe
for another time.
Yeah.
Maybe for another time. So, in rounding up, just tell us, what's your position of the judiciary?
In rounding up,
Yes.
I will tell you that the judiciary is doing fine.
Okay.
Although the judiciary is the only arm of government that does not have the privilege of going to the press to say, this is what we are doing. They are very quiet, and they are no younger brother to the two organs of government. Okay? And the judiciary will not do your dirty job if you have not put your house in order. When you're approaching the court, make sure everything you need to put in the file is in the file.
Okay.
Don't be in a haste. Because like I tell you, even if the judge gives you that judgment, the defense lawyer will go on appeal if the judgment is not sound.
Yeah.
All right.
So for now, our judiciary is doing well.
ALESTA, your last one.
Judiciary is a major clog in the wheel of progress
Justice
with respect to the anti-graft war. And we cannot win it if the lawyers do not buy in and the judiciary do not rise above sentiment and above petty pecuniary gain, because they are also part of those that gain from it.
People say
gains.
people say lawyers and judges are corrupt.
They are the ones that gain more from corruption. Because all the money, the money charged with just Ademola, where the money come from? Praise of corruption. The money charged with Nguta, where they come from? Praise of corruption. So let's be factual about it. Yes, you might not have a proof, but the fact is, this is Nigeria.
You
It's our
might not
country.
have
You might not have the proof, yeah.
Okay,
But the
let's
fact
have
remains
I
that it
agree
is
with
correct.
you might not have
established
so
the
on
proof.
the basis of you might not have proof,
established
somebody
the
must go to
proof.
jail.
You must have established
You
the
might
proof.
not
But the
have a
fact
proof.
is, it
Therefore,
has
somebody
happened.
must go to jail.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.